Welcome back to Amber and the Truth channel, where we expose the truth, the gospel truth, that is. We're going to jump into my 5th video of the series. You have a target on your back. Now that you have accepted Christ, and now that you know what to do when you've accepted Christ, you're going to have a little bit of a hard time. Now, things may get a little hard for you simply because you have a target on your back. When you accept Christ, in this very, very dark world, it's like being the only light. It legit is. In the dark room, and that the light you put on, or your iPhone flashlight that you use, that's literally like what you are. I know you can't see it with the naked eye, but there is a spiritual war going on right now for your soul. That means there are demons and evils of the world literally going to whomever they can to kill, steal, and destroy. That's just what they're here for. They're here to take you out. There's two reasons why demons are... Not two reasons, I'm sorry. There is 2 things that demons do. They want to stop you from reaching Christ. They want to stop you from finding out who He is, what He does, and how much He loves you. If they can't stop that, then when you do accept Christ, they begin to mess with you and pester you. But the thing about that is, when they did it to you in the world, you didn't have anything to do. You just were depressed. You just were sad. You just had a bad day, or whatever it may be. You just had to deal with it. The difference between now, you being messed with, you can tell them to flee, you can tell them to go, because now you have the power of Jesus. Just say His name and they will go. That's as simple as it gets. You have to be bold with it though. Don't cower to it. Don't be afraid. Be bold with it. You walk with Jesus and you have the authority to tell them to go. Now that you have a target on your back, there's a few things you need to know to do. Number 1 is be cautious. Be cautious with everything that you do now, simply because it's a target on your back. You can't trust everything. Now, I'm not saying be afraid at every turn and corner, but what I am saying is when someone gives you a shirt or gives you a bracelet or gives you anything as a gift and it's not from a person of God, be wary of it. Honestly, I would just ask God, or I would, be like, okay, what is this bracelet? What is this shirt? I'm gonna look it up and see what the meaning is behind it. If you can, if it has a logo on it, but if it don't, then I would say don't keep it. Just to be honest, it's either to be, smart or be sorry. So I would just say don't keep it, simply because you can't be accepting anything from anyone nowadays, because the devil knows that you will follow Christ now, and they want to attack you. They want to ruin your life now. Second thing you should do, now that you have a target on your back, is to overthink, but overthink healthy. Because there's 2 types of overthinking. There's the one where you in the world and you worried about how you're going to pay this bill, how you're going to get money for this. I'm talking about the overthink to where you overanalyze everything. Like I said, be cautious. Overanalyze. Okay, well, so-and-so recently came back into my life and they weren't in my life until I actually started to follow God. Now they want me back. Is that a relationship good for you to get into? Isn't it strange how all of a sudden it just randomly came back to you the minute you decided to follow Christ? Or you have things that are pulling you away. Like say you wanted to go move somewhere or go be somewhere where you can be close to God or learn about God or get your life together. And all of a sudden you come into some money and you're like, well, I'm going to just stay. Or all of a sudden you get some news where you're like, well, I'm going to just stay here and just see what I can do and to just fix it for myself, instead of actually talking to God and figure out, is that something that you should be doing? You got to overthink about everything that pops up and that happens, because it's most likely something the devil sent or did to keep you away from God. Like, this is how he works. So the third thing you would want to do is think of the end result. Whatever text, whatever call, whatever video you watch, whatever thing you buy, think with the end result. Now, if I watch this movie, is it going to end with me lusting after some man or some woman after? Like, if I go to the mall and I see that person that I like and I look at a certain way, is that going to be a thing to tempt me? If I go to this party, I'm not going to drink, and next thing you know, here come, a keg or whatever they're trying to chug, whatever they do at parties, I don't go. But, whatever they do to coerce you into drinking or to coerce you into doing the drug or whatever it may be, think with the end result. When you got that invitation to that party, you should have been like, well, I'm going to be around drinking and alcohol and drugs, and I don't want to be around that because it's a temptation for me. That would be thinking of the end result. Like, you just wanted to go to the party to hear the music probably, or to see a certain somebody. But think about the end. Is the music going to make me turn and act a certain way that I normally don't act? Is the people around me going to make me act the way I normally don't act? You have to think about those things, because the path to destruction is very wide. It's very easy to get to the path of destruction. Path to righteousness, God's righteousness, a very narrow path. And the last thing I would tell you to do is walk circumspectly. Circumspectly means to be vigilant. Now that you have a target on your back, I'm not saying you just gonna be getting bad thing after bad thing after bad thing. That's the thing. With Jesus, you don't. But every now and then you will experience some turbulence, because that's just what this walk is. It's to make you stronger. It's just also to build up your defense and for you to grow closer to God. Every single time something happens to you that you don't want, that you don't like, that upsets you, it's supposed to bring you closer to Father. All right, God, I didn't like what has happened, so help me feel better, heal me, whatever it may be. It's designed to get you closer to God, especially when it's, a test. However, God doesn't test us. He allows the devil to test us with certain things. Like now I'm a little bit better at discerning when someone is for me, when they're not for me. Like when it comes to friends or men trying to holler at me or trying to talk to me, I automatically can tell who they are, who they represent. And majority of the time, it don't be Christ. So, walk vigilant. You're not going to be a complete 100% untouchable, but you can be vigilant enough to know when someone's trying to mess with you, to know when something is trying to mess with you, throw you off. You can rebuke it and send it on its way back to the hell or darkness where it came from. I hope I helped you guys with your relationship with Christ, and I hope I can continue to help you guys to grow in your relationship. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you are new here and want to learn more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to watch short versions of these videos, go ahead and follow me on TikTok at Amber and the Truth. And as always, I will see you, or you will see me, next time.